Hi, this is Jamie Deapo, and I'm the Agency Relations Manager for Chenango Brokers, and I want to welcome you to our new PL Rater webinar on how to use the rater that's online on our website. You know what we'll cover today? We're going to talk about the benefits of quoting personal lines with Chenango Brokers. We'll talk about how to use the online personal lines rater and the tips to get the best quotes. And you'll get to learn all the easy ways that you can contact us. A little bit about Chenango Brokers. Chenango Brokers was formed in 1972, and John Mason bought it in 1999. We're licensed in over 25 states and growing. And John has been in the industry both as an agency owner and now a former agency owner, and now solely as a wholesaler. Working with Chenango Brokers with a number of brokers across all those states. The personal lines marketplace. As you all probably know, the personal lines market is more competitive than ever. Carriers are competing against their own agents by writing direct. Clients are constantly shopping around rates, and today that's even easier with online quoting. And that's one of the reasons that we wanted to give you access to a personal lines rater that could give you some information immediately. The expectation in a 24/7 world is to be able to get back instant quotes. We recognize it. And again, that's why we're bringing you an online personal lines rater. What choices do you have to write more personal lines? Well, obviously you can write it with your own carriers if it competes and it's a good fit, and that's how to do it. Or you can refer it out or lose it to direct carriers and captives. Or you can go to a wholesaler and transfer to the wholesaler's loss ratio, any losses that occur, and get access to even more competitive quotes for your client. We know your clients want great rates and quick, and Chenango has an easy way to use a solution to help you, and that's our new online personal lines rater. What you need to keep in mind when you're using the personal lines rater. We will be able to run credit on your applicant if you provide us with the social security number when you're filling out the personal lines rater. We are unable to run MVRs and CLU, so we will base the quote on the accident and loss history that you provide us when you're doing the information on the rater. It's a pricing indication only because obviously, as we indicated, we can't run the MBR and CLU till afterwards. So there may be a change in the pricing if there's difference between the information that was put in the rater and what we determined from the MBR and the CLU. We currently have up to 6 carriers. If a carrier isn't shown, it's because it doesn't qualify or the carrier is not writing in that particular area. How to start a quote. First, go to Chenango Brokers website at www.chenangobrokers.com, and then click on, in the green tab at the top of the main page, the Online Rater tab. And once you do that, it will take you to another page. And here you'll see all the raters that we currently have. At the bottom is the personal insurance online rater, and that's the one you want to select. Once you're in the rater, the 3 things to enter into our rater so we know it's your agency are: enter in your agency code or your agency name after the applicant's first name. So let's say it's John Smith. We're going to enter John as the first name for the applicant, and then a dash, and then our agency name, XYZ agency, or maybe you know your 3-digit broker code with Chenango Brokers, and you can provide that to us. It might be B36. If you want to know your agency code, you're welcome to reach out to myself or any one of our staff, and we'll give you your agency code to use in that box. When you're entering the email in the information, enter your agency's email, not your client's email. That way the quotes that are developed will go to you and not to the client directly through their email. And when you're entering the phone number, the same thing. Enter your agency's phone number, not the phone number for the applicant, because again, that'll allow us to contact you if maybe you forget to put in your agency name with the applicant's first name. We can reach out to you and get to you and let you know that we do have the quote and we know which one you're interested in. If you really need to try to follow these instructions, because this will allow us to track this quote to your agency. If you're interested, once you've completed the rating, you'll see a number of different quotes, and you can see on the right-hand side of the screen that the different carriers have put up quotes for you. If you're interested, there's a button where you can select I'm interested. That will tell our team that you're interested in that particular quote and you want to move forward with one of the carriers to formalize the quote. Remember, this is just a pricing indication. We still need to make sure that the MVR and CLU match the information that was put in for the applicant and that everything is available and that we can give you a bindable quote. And sorry, we wish we could, but we can't show you the carriers here. You'll just have to go online and run a quote to see. But I think you'll be thrilled when you see who we can quote with and what's available in your area. Just be aware that not all carriers are available in all states. So if you only see 3 or 4 carriers, there was a disqualifier. You can email our team for more information or to request other carriers not available on the radar at quotes@chenangobrokers.com. Just remember the 4 different things, the info we need to track your quotes. We need your agency name or your agent code, next to the first name of the applicant. We need you to put your phone number, your agency phone number in as the phone number. We need to put your agency email in as the email. And if you're interested at the end of one of the quotes that you received, check the box that says I'm interested next to the carrier you want to go forward with. Chenango Brokers gives you the competitive edge in personal lines. Fast quotes with complete Accord submissions, and now you have an online rater so that you can do pricing indications for your clients right away. Our service team on personal lines is just as fast as quoting on the personal lines rater, but if you need to use it on off times or you just get comfortable using it, we encourage you to. You can chat live with us on our website, on Facebook Messenger, Instagram direct message, and texting, even after hours. And after hours, Monday through Thursday, is after 8 o'clock at night, because we are open later to accommodate our brokers on the West Coast. We pay fair commissions and we pay them fast. We don't charge for MVRs or CLU. There's no monthly fees or any fees to do business with us, and no premium commitments as a broker. And most important, now you have up to 6 more personal lines carriers to quote in your office. Think outside the box, go beyond your own carriers when it comes to personal lines. It's a very competitive environment. How to contact us. You can always call us at our 800 number, 800-403-3738. You can text us now at 607-246-7277. You can email us at quotes@chenangobrokers.com. You have live chat available on our website, and you can sign up as a broker. And signing up online, but you don't have to, because you can always get a quote with us by just sending it in to quotes@chenangobrokers.com. We'd love to thank you for being on this short, brief webinar. We hope you find the personal lines rater effective for you. And Amy, did we get any questions from some folks who were attending?
Yes, we did get a few different questions. So if you want to, let me just go through them for you. I can read them to you.
Okay.
One of the questions was, is the rater for auto and home only, or can we do an umbrella or other lines on there?
The rater's primarily for auto and home. We don't have umbrella on there, and we want to stay with the 2 major lines for personal lines. And I think you'll find it's useful if you need quotes on any of the other lines. They're available through our new business team just give them a call or send in a request to quotes@chenangobrokers.com.
Okay.
Right. Hey, Jamie, I'm going to jump in. This is John
Sure.
Mason. I didn't tell anybody I was going to be here. I want to thank you for doing this. You did a spectacular job. Always great to hear you communicating with the agents. You're a natural at it. I also want to thank Amy Bryan of Agency Marketing Pro for putting this together. She handles all of our marketing. That's what she does for agencies and probably helped many of our agency partners as well. Just to touch base, we do have other monoline markets, a couple of them that operate in numerous states that also offer monoline personal umbrella products in addition to these. And we can usually do an umbrella quote to go along with any of these products that go on the radar in-house for you pretty quickly.
Yep.
Great.
Any other questions, Amy?
Yes. Tom in New Jersey asked, am I able to bind the quote right from the rater once I get the pricing?
Unfortunately, no. This is a pricing indication like we mentioned during the webinar. We need to do the MVR and CLUE and check it before we give you a bindable quote. This is just a good way for you to know of the carriers that we have available on the rater, which one might be the most competitive and might be the answer for you with your personal lines applicant.
Okay. And then I guess another question from another agent was if I do click I'm interested, what's the process from there?
When you click I'm interested, we get a copy of your quote. One thing you should know is when you do this on our rater, the information flows into the PL rater in our system. So we have it there. When you click I'm interested, one of our new business team will then reach out to you and talk to you about getting more information so we can turn this pricing indication into an actual bindable quote that you can then present to your client, bind, and get issued through us.
Okay. Another question was, what if myself or my staff forgets to enter in my agency name or broker code? What do I do?
If you've done one and you've forgotten to do that, just shoot us an email and say, I just did a quote for, John Doe on the PL rater and I forgot to put my agency name or code in. And I wanted you to know that that's my quote, and please, get a hold of me so that we can discuss whether one of those quotes is competitive and we want to pursue it. And that way we'll know, we'll try to track down one if we find out that it's come in and we don't know who the agent is. But if you're aware that you made that mistake or that you forgot to put it in, just shoot us an email and say, hey, I just was on the PL rater. I did a quote for this client and I forgot to put our agency name or code in. Can you make sure that it gets marked for me? And if we want to pursue it, that I can speak to you about it.
Okay, great. And similarly, I guess if they're entering in their agent email, they should get a copy of those quotes sent to them anyways.
Definitely.
Correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to do that so that you have a copy in your hands so that you can see what was generated and we could talk about it when you call in.
Okay. And then just, I guess this is more of a servicing question. Once they bind, someone had asked, once they bind an auto with you, ID cards or certificates, how does that gets handled by your service department, correct?
It does, yes.
Okay. And you guys are fast with that, so.
Very much so. And the other thing you should be aware, as I mentioned, all the information that you put in here will go into our PL rater. We have other carriers that are not on the rater. If you want to discuss what other carriers are available for, say, a home quote or an auto quote that we may have not been able to utilize in the PL rater, just give us a call. We have the information there. We can use that to give you a quote with another carrier that maybe isn't on the rater at the current time. These are our top national carriers, and you should be able to get something that's very competitive by using the rater.
And Jamie,
Jamie, that's a good point you brought up. In different states, we do partner with various regional carriers, and sometimes even some of the national carriers do things for us. In some states, they don't, in others. But for example, we just put together an exclusive program in Long Island, New York, for Nassau and Suffolk County, where we've got an AM Best A-rated carrier who will write homeowners right on the water with up to or down to a zero deductible for a windstorm. But that product's not currently available on the radar. So, you know, always think outside the box. We've got other goodies in the toy box.
Exactly.
And Jamie, can you just give your contact information in case agents have questions after this and they want to
No
get in
problem.
contact with
If
you?
you'd like to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to reach me by email at jamied@chenangobrokers.com, or you can call me on my direct line at 347-269-1645. I'll usually get back to you right away and happy to either shoot you back an email response or give you a call, whichever works for you. And I'm happy to give you whatever information you might need to continue to do business with Chenango Brokers.
Thank you.
Any other
Thank you
questions?
Nope, that's it.
Well,
It looks
thanks
like Susan
everybody
said.
for being on the webinar today. And again, we hope you'll use this PL Rater. We're excited about having it. We think it's going to be a great addition to you, our broker, so that you can find out what the pricing is with some of our national carriers. And it'll get you a little more focused when you call in and you want to get a bindable quote on personal lines. So we look forward to it, and give us a call if you have any questions.